Chickee from Les Chocolats De Chickee, and at the moment I am going to show you how to fill your mold full of, for me it's going to be white chocolate lemon curd ganache. It's going to be a very short video because it'll be followed up with a later video of how to finish off closing the mold. I've already shown you how to temper the chocolate and how to fill your mold. Okay. So I've already taken my lemon curd white chocolate mixture that I made yesterday that's been sitting in the fridge overnight. I filled it with my, where I filled it in my piping bag. I have a tendency of using disposable piping bags because for me it's a lot easier in case I really screw up. And I always close mine, I twist it and close it with a, I guess it's a, I call it a closing pin, but it's probably not the right word, but we bought a bunch at IKEA, and it actually really helps because when you squish it, it's not going to come out the other end. Okay, and this is my chocolate mold that we filled in the last one, and I put it in the fridge, and it's already nice and hard on the inside. So now we're going to fill this. It doesn't take very much effort. It's going to be a very short video. Okay, so you want to cut your end, but you don't want to cut it too big, because a whole lot coming out sucks. Done it before, not awesome. So you're going to cut a small hole. Make sure your plastic does not come anywhere near your chocolate. Nobody wants to get a bonbon that has some chocolate or has some plastic in it. That sucks a lot. Okay, so you're going to squeeze from about the middle because you don't want to squeeze too hard. Gently squeeze, and you fill 3/4 of your mold. You want to make sure that you leave a little bit of space in there to put your bottom on so that it has a decent bottom to sit on. And I'm going really slowly. Normally don't, but I will show you. Okay. So I have to kind of bang it down a little bit. So I want to make sure they get flush. There you go. I know that the focus is gonna suck butt right now, but it's okay. So there you go. Those are my first 5. And I'm gonna continue on and do this as quick as I can. And basically any kind of filling that you're going to use, this is the same process. I find caramel is actually more liquidy, so it sometimes you might fill it a little too much and then you have to take some out, and caramel is a little easier for that one. This one's a little thicker, but it is lemon curd. Sometimes you might not fill it high enough and you have to go back through at the very end and really look at them. Make sure some aren't filled too much and some aren't filled too little. If they are filled too much, when you go to put your cover on, as they say in French, le couvre, it is going to leak out and then they're not going to close properly. And when you go to take it all out, it's going to stick, or it's going to completely crush on you. It's going to really suck. I've done it. Okay, so I'm going to just bang that around a little bit to make sure that they've gone flat. And then I'm going to do a quick check for some that might need a little bit more in them. You don't want to fill it too much, but you don't want to fill it too little so that when you bite into it, there's a really thick bottom. It's not going to be great, and if you were to, I don't know, like I've done, apply to a job using chocolates as your resume, it probably wouldn't, I mean, it would probably go well enough for you that your boss would know that you know how to make them. But as we learned in school, it's not great enough to be considered a master at it or fantastic. I think I filled mine as much as I would like to. Okay, that's how I want it. Oh, I see one that's still a problem. All right. And then this one, I don't think is going to need to sit nearly as long as some of them do. But basically when you put it in, you want it to have a crust on it. So you want to be able to touch it, and it doesn't do that. You don't want it to come out. You just want it to have a nice, they call it a crust. Basically you want to be able to touch it and it doesn't pull away from you, so that when you cover it, it's got a nice, I guess, buffer between it and the top chocolate that goes on top, just to be sure that it's not going to squish out on you. This one I'm not entirely sure if it's going to do it. I might put it in the fridge to speed up the process, because it is lemon curd and not a regular ganache, so it doesn't really dry so much out in the air. Okay, that is how to fill your chocolates. In any filling, as long as it's not a dipped truffle, any bonbons, this is how you will fill it. With pretty much anything that you use, it's the basic process. Until next time, when I show you how to cover the chocolate. Bye.